Retirement planning versus traditional financial planning. They are two separate things. Traditional financial planning is typically used while you're working, so you have income coming in and the markets can go up and the markets can go down. As a firm, we work exclusively with people that are thinking about retirement, they're getting ready to retire, or they're already in it. So why do we do this? We do this because retirement planning is vastly different from traditional financial planning. When you're entering the distribution phase, you're moving from people at work to money at work, and there are many factors that are involved. Are you moving to a new state? A different home? What about how much cash do you need on hand? Also, taxes. You want to make sure you can handle your RMDs, any new tax laws that pop up. What happens if you get sick? Or what happens if there's a black swan event or a personal black swan event? All these factors play a role when you're actually doing retirement planning. Looking at your investment statement is one piece to the equation. But there's three functions of money in retirement. The first function of money is income. The second function of money is liquidity. And the last function of money is legacy. And they kind of waterfall effect into each other. Now, what you really need to do when you're getting ready to retire or you're already in retirement is you have to identify the assets that you want to use for income. Which is the one that you're going to use, or assets that you do have that are going to be generating income for yourself. Once you clearly have your income goals set up and established, and you know what assets responsibilities are, the second function is then actually liquidity. Money to touch, to use if there's an expense. Also, you can invest that money, or maybe you're not as reliant on the markets, so if the markets are going up or the markets are going down, you can have that money that's available. And then lastly is legacy planning, money that you want to pass on to your heirs. With retirement planning, you need to be macro in your approach, big picture thinking. Okay, if you look at all the protection components, car, home, auto, deductibles, umbrella policies, life insurance, any of the savings that you have, whether it's CDs, cash, money markets, IRAs, 401ks, and then growth. And growth components are your managed money, stocks and bonds and ETFs, etc. You need to look at the entire picture. You know, I'll tell you a story. I used to race sailboats locally here in New Jersey, and I was out. We were on a race. It was probably my second year learning how to race, and so I was the captain of my boat. I had a first mate on there, very, very experienced, and we were in this race being competitive, and I was trying to round the mark, and there was another boat that had the right of way. And so what ended up happening was, you know, we were going very close to the mark, and as we got closer, we realized we had to give way. So it was a very last-minute decision. I tried to pop the main sheet, and it was raining out, and I slipped, and I couldn't actually get the sheet. I couldn't lift it up to pop it off, and we T-boned the other racer. So it was nobody got hurt other than my ego. But the point is, when you're doing something like sailing, it's a very macro approach. You have to look at tides, current, the weather. All of these factors play a role in accomplishing that task. Same thing with financial planning for retirement. You need to look at everything. All of these components coming together are super, super important for you to have a successful and happy journey in retirement. I'm Harry, with you every step of the way.